Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, or if you don't know already, what's your name?
Big Daddy. No, Jose.
My name is Baby Mama. No, I'm just kidding.
The second.
My name... Yeah, keep it up. My name is Abby. Your name is?
Jose.
And we have two toddlers. So if you would like to keep up with their life, make sure to keep on watching. So today's video is about a Q&A. I went on Instagram and on Facebook and I asked you guys to send us some questions so that we can answer for you guys, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, keep on watching. Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys see this hairstyle on me all the time, it's because it's the easiest and cutest thing to do without looking so trashy, thanks to my kids.
It covers her horns, guys, you know.
It covers, look, I'm balding. Going through postpartum with a Chinese baby, so it covers my balding spots. Anyways, let's get into these questions. Are you ready?
Damn, how many questions is there? Damn, 21 questions?
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. The first one is, how did you guys meet?
On the 180 to turn off Belmont and pick her up.
Babe, if you don't stop your crap.
Anyway,
Okay.
How did we meet?
The way we met was because people have selective memory. No, I'm just kidding. The way we
We
met...
didn't meet you. We made you.
The way we met was through my brother. This is my brother's best friend. I was about 13, turning 14.
Got it in good with a homie to get in her home with a homie sister.
I was 13? I don't know. We
13?
met
14?
yeah.
13?
Well, I got with you at 14, but we met way before that. I was 13?
I think you're at 13,
12?
yeah.
I don't know. He was my brother's best friend, and we would always go by his house to pick him up. My brother would walk with his homies, you know, in the morning to take him. Well, they would walk together to school. And the way I met him was because he was one of my brother's friends, and we would always pass by his house to pick his ass up.
Stalker, always passing by my house.
And tell him it was time for school. And my brother would drop me off at the middle school, and they would keep walking to the high school.
I'll always be late to school.
He's my brother's best friend, so that's how we met.
That's how we met, pretty much.
And for those of you who do not know, we were together 2 previous times before we decided to settle down.
She cheated on me once. It's fucked up, huh?
I didn't cheat on you. I don't believe in cheating. Quit your lying.
Okay. You had another boyfriend.
I did. Oh, yeah, I did have another boyfriend.
See? Fucked
You
up,
had another girlfriend. Shut
no,
up.
I didn't. Yeah,
I'm about to come out in our comment section saying, I dated him.
No. Just out of the comment section, block.
Okay. Who made the first move?
I did. I texted you, remember? That's how we started talking and texting. I texted you first. Says show me.
Okay, so who made the first move?
I did. I texted you. Remember? That's the first. That's how we started communicating. At first, is I texted you. I said, "Hey, show me your areola."
Oh, guys, he freaking learns that. Never mind. YouTube is gonna take us down.
Nah,
Okay.
but I texted you first, and I told you. You know,
Yeah, but before that, you made the first move just by even looking at me. Like, I knew there was something going on. I knew you wanted this.
Damn.
I
You
knew
gave her the
you.
creeper look.
Yeah, you were like.
Show me your cheese.
I was 14. Show me your chichis. Yeah, so it was definitely him. He was my brother's friend. So the way he would look at me, I already knew there was something going on there. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I want to hear it real
But
quick.
I wanted to wait for him to text me, you know, because... How did you get my number? I don't remember that.
Oh, it's because one day your brother used my phone to call you guys because that was the night... I forgot one day he wanted to call you after school because something like that. You had to do something.
Yeah, because me and my brother were like this.
And so your number saved on my phone and pues, you know, took advantage.
And I was only 14. He was 16, you guys.
Yeah, that's why if you guys let your homies your guys' phone, delete the number.
16-year-olds think about stuff like that. Like, yo nomás aquí de pura manita y de besitos. And you were over here like, I got this, girl. Who said I love you first?
Oh, me, I told her I love her first.
By the way, guys, if you guys don't have us on TikTok, I will leave our names right here.
That still broke my heart. Huh? That's fucked up.
We're supposed to do one of those. Remember those TikTok videos that says who initiated the first kiss and all that? Yeah. So follow us on TikTok. I'm gonna leave our names down below here. Okay, but anyways, he initiated the first
kiss.
He. That's not even what they're asking us. Who said I love you first? It was him. It was him, definitely. Yeah. He was the more in love one. I was the more get away from me.
Nah, that's fucked up.
Let's be honest.
I know you would tell me how mean ass text. Look, if this shit gets like 2,000 likes, I still have the old messages on my old phone. I'll upload them. No lie, you'll see how mean she was to me.
How long were you guys dating before you had your first child? Okay, hold on.
Well, that's kind of complicated.
This one's a juicy ass question because you guys are chismosos. I see you guys.
Fucking necio.
I know. Rosa. You got a dollar? Okay, so this is a really juicy one. How long were we dating? We were dating for a few months before we had our first child. Before we had Alexander, we were dating before that. But as soon as I got with him, I got off birth control. Why? Because
she said, "I'm gonna make this for my baby daddy."
No.
Collect some child support.
Why? Because I already had been with him previous. Times. I was with him when I was 14. He was 16, and then I broke up with him. Blah blah blah, and I got back with him when I was 16 and he was 18, and then we broke up again after that.
No, you broke up again.
Okay, yeah, I broke up again with him. And then we got back together when I turned 18. And when I turned 18, I moved out. I went to go live with him. A few months after that, we got married. So we already knew each other for like so many years.
Yeah. Her mom would feed me a lot.
Yeah. After we got married, we come back 4 weeks later. I find out I'm pregnant. So I can't really understand. I can't really explain that one because
we knew each other for a while.
We knew each other for a while. Yeah. We knew each other for so many years. So, yeah, that's how AJ was made. But it was funny because I got off birth control ever since I got with you. Mm-hmm. And I moved in with you. And we never got pregnant until after we got married. Which I told him that was probably God. Because God was probably like, no, honey. You ain't getting pregnant unless there's a paper involved with you guys. So
God said, you know what? Child support and alimony.
Okay.
Who's next?
How many kids does Jose want?
7.
Yeah.
Nah, maybe 8. Maybe 9.
I thought your number was gonna go
10
down.
or 11.
Okay, babe, be honest. How many kids do you want?
It doesn't matter to me, honestly. If I can have a lot of kids, I'll have a lot of kids. So I mean, if you want to stop at 4, that's fine. I'll find another baby mama.
What's the next question?
She has her kids and you raise them. They're gonna be your kids too. You just don't gotta go to the bank. Nah, as many as you want to give me, that's it.
Okay.
Wait, matter of fact, how much are you gonna give me? See? Okay, how many kids do you want?
How many kids did I originally want when I got with you?
Like 1.
No. How many kids did I tell you? Okay, I wanted 2. And then he wanted 7. So I told him, okay, we'll go for 4. As many of you guys know, we have 2 toddlers. We have 2 boys. I just went through a surrogacy journey. I went through another labor. So I told him that we will, hopefully, if we can have more kids, we will have 1 more. And for sure, that'll be my last baby. So I want to keep my mind at 3. That's what I want. That's it. 3 is my limit. Nope. 4. 3 that would be my 4th labor. So 3 kids. Cool. That's it. 3 of mine. That's it.
Okay, then let's just pray that the next pregnancy
is a girl, because that'll stop right there. Boy, this is the life of us, guys. So if you guys see the toddlers, the everything, this is how we work. This is how we work here.
Come on, baby.
Next question. Have you ever felt unappreciated? Should I answer first?
You answer that one. I'm gonna tell you no right now off of the bat, because I come home to cook, man. My clothes wash. Shit.
Okay, guys, let's be honest. No. I wanted to scare him. I thought his heart was gonna drop. No, I haven't. I feel like everything I do, I don't want to say I have to do because that sounds. People are gonna say that sounds wrong. You know, like, oh, she has to do that. You know, because everybody paints things differently. But I feel like it's my duty because I stay home to do everything for him because he's the one that's supplying everything for us. But overall, I don't want to say too much because there's even more questions asking us like, what do we do or stuff like that. So, yeah, I've never, not in the 5 years that we've been married or felt unappreciated by him. Nope.
No, I come home and cook a meal, everything. I don't wash no clothes, shit. I'm good.
Easy.
I just pay bills.
How are you guys dealing with quarantine? Are you guys getting your freak on? Are you getting your freak on? I feel like when you have 2 toddlers, there's no freak on going on.
You try.
You can only try. As for the quarantine, it sucks because my school got moved to online. It sucks because his job is essential, so he still has to be working, coming home and taking the extra precautions so that, you know, like he's careful and, you know, the kids don't get contaminated if he ever had anything. It sucks not being able to go out and get some air, you know, because I used to like going to the stores even if I didn't have money just to walk with the kids and get us out of the house. But I think we've done a really good job at it. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad.
Go out to the park right here, walk around or something. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it's been alright.
It hasn't been too bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, we get our freak on here and there.
Hell yeah. Shit, maybe after this video.
The kids are distracted.
No.
Well, you know what? They're actually distracted right now. You wanna go for it?
Yeah.
Like right here?
Hey, charge extra for that.
Oh, you're trying to charge them, huh?
We gotta make a porno.
What is your biggest pet peeve about one another? Be honest, necio.
Yeah. You know what? I made a list the other night.
I actually have one. I already know.
That's for you have a list?
I don't have a list.
She said she had a whole list.
No, I said I actually have one.
Well, we told each other the other day. What is our pet peeve about each other?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Selective memory.
No, mine for you, I don't know.
Be honest. They're asking.
Yeah, I
your
know.
People.
I'm gonna be honest.
Your people. Pinche, suerte memory. I like all fat and shit. No, girl.
My biggest pet peeve about it is when she goes to the 99-cent store. When she goes to the 99-cent store, forget it. Babe, I got this on sale. Look, and usually $1, 85 cents. Babe, look, I got this on sale. Usually like $2, $1.45.
At the 99 or at any store in general?
Well, pretty much at any store in general. She goes
he just hates that I come home and show him the deals, like if he cares. But it's like, I don't have any friends. You're my only friend, homie.
Pretty much, she'll come with the whole bag stuff. Look, babe, I got this for the kids. Look, guess the price. We start playing the guess the Price is Right game here. I'm like, what the heck? She'll look. Normally $5. I got it for 3 something. Yeah, but I'm still 3 something short. Where's the savings at? Boy, you see it in the long run of the taxes. I want to see it now.
Okay. So you want to roast me, huh?
Comment if you guys want us to do a roast on each other.
Oh, I think that's what we live by.
Yeah.
Okay. My pet peeve about him es que no se baña. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. No, guys, my pet peeve about him, honestly, is
come home and sleep, huh? That's why?
No, I don't even mind that. Is the selective hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. If I tell him something about stocks, you guys, he's obsessed with stocks. If I bring up the conversation about stocks for him to tell me something about them, he'll be like, yeah, babe, look, have you seen this one? Like, okay. But if he's watching a movie and I tell him to look at me for something or to go do something, why does it take forever for him to go do it? Why?
Forever or for me to respond back?
Yeah, to even respond back. Even forever to go do it. But why does it take him forever to even look at me? Like, yeah, babe, I'm hearing you. What did I just say?
I don't know, but I'll go do it right now.
Comment down below if that's your man too, because I've heard of many girls that that's That's just guys. And the bad part is that the boys are doing it too. I can talk to AJ while he's watching a movie, and he's like not even listening to me. I have to tell him like 5 times to go do something or to even look at me because he's just like him. So.
That's your biggest pet peeve?
Like, I'm pouring my heart out. What's your favorite meal that Abby makes? Please share your recipes with me.
Oh, that is a lot though. If I had to say my favorite one, it would be that pollo. that chicken that you make with that fucking the ham inside it.
Oh, el que viene envuelto with jamón and queso.
Yeah, that should taste bomb. Trust me. She gets down.
I actually thought you were gonna say the mayo one, the mayo mustard lemon, the one that goes mixed in there and then in the oven, and you love that one. And my brother likes coming over for that one.
Well, I mean, she learned how to cook shit.
I had to learn when I moved in with him.
Yeah, she had no choice. Papa.
How old are you both?
Well, how old do I look? Shit.
I'm 30. How old are you?
Yeah, like you're still in high school. What are you talking about?
You want to keep roasting me? Just kidding. I can't even say it with a straight face. I'm 22. I turned 23 July 4th.
And I'm 24. I'll be 25 in May.
May what?
May,
none of your business. Nobody cares. I'm just kidding. Now tell them when's your birthday.
May 27th. No. I don't want to tell them when my birthday is. What?
They're gonna wish you a happy birthday.
Nothing last year.
They're gonna send you a virtual birthday party.
Now you gotta do it. Drive by quarantine.
Yep.
Yeah, drive by. Don't stop.
What let you know that Abby was the one and vice versa?
Damn, you know what? Sex.
Boy, we didn't even have sex before. I was like, what?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know, I just liked you. I just liked you from the get-go.
Wow, that made me feel special. I just liked you.
Nah, I think, you know what it is, honestly? Those lips. That's what attracted me to you at first, was those lips. I seen those lips and I'm like, damn, imagine them wrapped around. Nah, but I'm
be honest.
I'm being honest, your lips.
Okay, but okay. Well, people are gonna think wrong about that, honey.
Well, let them think wrong.
I thought it was because yo era una church girl, bien encerradita.
Oh no, that was the hardest part to get rid of.
Keep roasting me.
Nah, but I'm being serious, your lips.
Okay. That's what made you.
That's what attracted you.
It's not attracted.
Oh, my bad.
What made you think I was the one, my lips?
Oh, what made you think I was the one? I don't know, honestly.
It was her lips. Her lips made it think I was the one.
Yeah, her lips. What you did with the lips.
What made you think I was the one? I have a beautiful story for yours, but you know what? I'm gonna take it all back.
Hey, I wasn't prepared for this. You prepared all day for this.
I didn't. I was just reading them, and at least I can say them from the bottom of my heart.
Nah, I don't know, babe. Honestly, the one, I don't know. I just wanted to marry her. I wanted to give her my last name. That's it.
About the last name. You know what? We're moving on. I'm just kidding. Okay. How did I know he was the one? And he's going to want to change his answer right after this. Right after he hears me pour my heart out, he's going to want to say it too. Watch. I knew he was the one because he farted in front of me. No, I'm just kidding. I knew he was the one because I feel like I'm giving a speech. Stop touching my nipples with your feet.
Okay, well, why?
And I knew he was the one. You know why, guys? Because as he said, he's gonna post. If this gets to 2,000 likes, he'll post the screenshots of our conversation. He was so persistent. Like, ahí andaba. He was like, come on, like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, go look for somebody else. And he never gave up. So that's how I knew he was the one. He never gave up through all my bull crap. He was there, and he wouldn't stop talking to me. He was the only one on my brother's good side too. He was the only one my brother let me date. So
Guys, the days when I would come down to the town, she would get had. If I couldn't make it, if I called her that Saturday and said, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it, come and work with her, she would get mad. She wouldn't.
So you want to pour the bad stuff out?
She wouldn't text.
But you don't want to tell them why you thought I was the one.
She wouldn't text me though, like
You see?
half the day just to punish me. Like, you didn't come. No,
You
I don't
see?
want to talk to you.
You guys see the resentment? Okay, but how did you know I was the one? You could have gave up. See?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Exactly.
You see, that's the
Answer it.
thing.
Answer it. You could have gave up on me.
I just had something for you in my heart.
Okay. He has something from me. It was
Even though you broke it twice.
Okay, here we go, guys. You see, this is why I can't do this anymore. I'll be back. Okay. I already told you guys. You see, I was even like sentimental about it. I knew he was the one because he put up with my bullcrap. But he can't even say that. You know what? I'm rethinking him being the one.
You know what? Fuck you.
I did.
And that. Whoop-de-whoop.
I did. And you didn't give up, did you? Look at us 5 years later. Look. You had me here sucking you.
So you're not going to tell him that? You're gonna talk.
What's the hardest part about your job? Tell them, what do you do?
Let's see. The hardest part is all the damn heat, especially during the summer.
Yes.
Because I work with hot tar, like very, very hot oil, and it sucks because it's hot. It can be 106 out here, and then they're like 115, 120, and you don't win, and then you don't win because in the winter, that shit's like an ice box. It makes it even worse. So it's like you don't win. You get one whole 3-4 months, it's all cold, and then the rest of the months is all hot. So that's the hardest part of my job. Then I burn myself a lot. All this stuff right here, look. Right here. Right here. Right here.
Can I see? Let me see.
Let me see this. Look. See this?
Open your bag.
It may get bigger. It may get a little bigger. It may not get bigger at all. But whatever it is, we're prepared for it. But yeah, that's the hardest part of my job. Is just the dealing with all the heat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything else comes easy.
What do? You make...
Oh yeah, we make roofing material for the top of the roofs, shingles, roll roofing for commercial buildings, the ones that have the flat roofs. I mean, stuff like that. That's what we make. That's the whole reason why I'm still working, is because we supply construction companies. Next question. Okay. Oh wait, what about your job? What's the hardest thing?
Having to balance everything. I don't have a job in the outside world. I have a job at home.
Okay, so I'm saying I don't have a job in the outside world. I stay trapped inside. You kind of do though.
I do. I don't
She's
have
basically.
I'm 3 in 1. That's what I am.
You're basically a prison guard. You guard 2 charters.
I have I come in a package deal. I'm a housewife, I'm a student, and I'm a mom. So I have to balance all 3 things in one.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. Oh, are you ready for this next one?
What is it?
And look at this, yo. Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Oh shit! Down right there.
A lot of people think it's me because okay, I can be an ass sometimes.
She runs the house. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it. Anything in the house, he's down.
I'm basically law of everything. I take care of all the finances. I take care of everything. Any decision
That's a different question.
Oh.
The finance part.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, but yeah, she's basically
just here in the house.
Here in the house, this is her kingdom. I mean, she spends.
What's that?
Oh, I'm doing the video.
No, what's that?
What's what? Yeah, this is her house. She spends more time here than I do. She's the one that she makes the home pretty much. I'm the one that just goes to work and keeps us up and floating and running, and she just takes care of it.
But a lot of people confuse that I wear the pants in the relationship only because the people around us, they see my attitude towards them. But
oh yeah, no.
But it's just his attitude reflected on me.
Pretty much.
I was a really sweet, nice girl, and he told me I can't be like that with everybody. So now that I'm mean, or that sometimes when we have to make decisions on stuff and people overhear us, they think that like, oh, you know, like she bosses him, but it's not like that. It's 50-50 when it comes down to a decision. In the house, it's me. Outside of the house, everything else, it's him. That's just how it goes. Who shows more affection? So, who shows more affection?
That would be me.
I'm just more closed when it comes to my feelings, and I struggle with that. I'm gonna admit that. So.
And then me, well, I'm just horny. I'm just gonna say. I mean, what else to say? I'm just horny.
He goes, "That's how I would make that."
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, he's a more affectionate one. Believe it or not, people don't see that because it's behind closed doors. But who handles the finances?
Oh, that one is me. I handle all the finances, all the investments, all the savings or whatever. I handle everything. But it all goes through us.
Yeah, look, there's a second part. Do you guys share the money / your bank accounts?
Yes.
Yeah, we actually have all.
Yes.
Yeah,
we don't believe in your money or her money. It's our money. That's one thing we've always actually been from since the beginning. It's always our money. You know, my checks go in the same bank account. I mean,
our bank accounts are joint.
Yeah, we have access to both bank accounts. I mean, we don't hide nothing in financing. It's always us. If we want to spend something on something, we'll talk to each other. But hey, we can spend on this, and if we can, we can. If we can't, then we save up for it. That's plain and simple. I mean, that's how the finances is supposed to work.
Yeah. And if I make money here and there, it goes on the bank account. So that's just how it works. He handles the finances because obviously he's smarter when it comes down to money. I'm only smarter when it comes down to school. But anything else, it's him. All the money-wise, it's him. What's the hardest part about parenting?
Honestly, the discipline part. Because I'm a real discipliner. She's a little more soft side. She's softer with the kids, and I'm the one that I have no patience. I don't have patience. So that's why, unless it's really severe, like, you know, the kids don't want to listen to her at all, then I'll step in. But most of the time, all she has to say is, "You want me to call your dad?" And that's it. They say, "Nope, never mind."
I feel like the hardest part is not understanding, like me, that I stay home with them. Sometimes I can't understand what's wrong with them, or it's hard to explain to them like what's going on. For example, right now with the whole pandemic, AJ doesn't understand why we can't go out to stores. I just tell him there's sick people, and you know, we have to learn to stay away from each other. So I feel like the hardest part about parenting is definitely having to explain things to him, even with you know, with what happened in our family, the passing. He doesn't understand why this family member passed away, and I think that was the hardest part in our life, was having to try to understand, like for him to understand, you know, what's going on. He doesn't really get it yet, but AJ does, and AJ has a really good memory. So I think the hardest part is getting them to understand, or like finding a way to explain stuff to them when they're little people.
Next question.
What is one thing you guys love about one another?
You can go first.
Okay. I'm always a sweet one, huh? No, just kidding. See, I'm affectionate today. Nah. One thing I love about him would be, okay, hold on. He's a Gemini, right? So he has 2 different personalities. But one thing I do love about him is how affectionate and loving he is. Even though, like, I'm not the same way back to him, I do love him being like that with me. And this is like for him to be hearing this, it's like he's gonna be like, oh, so you like it, huh? But I really like him being affectionate towards me. Yeah, he has different personalities, but I love how
we sound like all split.
He's split, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But he's, you know, like out there with people. People see him like, you know, this
serious.
Yeah, this serious guy. Like they don't want to mess with him. Like, oh, be careful with Jose. But when he's at home, I see a different side of him, and I love that because I'm the only one that sees that different side of him. So that's
because I'm home. That's why.
That's the thing I love about him.
I'm here with my family. I'm in my own environment. Out in the world, I have to say it. You know, I have to just put my face on. Like, fuck these people.
Yeah, like people with me, you know, like they think I'm mean, like because I have a resting face, you know, and yeah, that's what I love about him. The way he loves, you know, like. The way he treats our kids, the way he fathers, it's just, I just love this man. And we're just going to stop there. Okay, go.
No, well, let's see. Anyways, the one thing, I can't say the one thing I like about you. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about you.
Oh, same with me, but what's the one thing you love about me?
Just the way that you're good kids. That's the best part is our kids, like AJ has grown a lot and he's learned a lot. And it's all because of her. So I can't say it's because of me, honestly. I know I just work and put a roof over her head, but she
Stop moving me. We're gonna diss the people.
Diss? She actually interacts with them, makes sure they go over the alphabets and everything. I mean, she's really hands-on with the boys. I'm not. So that's the main thing I love about you.
Aww, come here.
Do I get something out for saying that?
Yeah. He said, do I get something out? Look at him. Watch out. I think we kind of...
Are you running hard, huh?
I think so. Do both of you work? I think I just answered that earlier.
Yeah.
How do you guys keep a good relationship?
Best thing is keep everything within the house. I mean, I've seen people in relationships that they argue for any little thing and then it's like, oh no, and they go to their mom's house or they go to their cousin's house or brother's house, whatever, and they start like, oh that bitch, fuck that bitch, or oh fuck that fool. Like, why are you gonna do that?
And then they go back to them and...
Yeah, I mean, we argue. That's what marriage is. I mean, marriages ain't perfect. You're gonna have your ups and downs no matter what. I mean, we argue. We argue for stupid little shit sometimes. I mean, sometimes for big shit. But at the end of the day, I'm not taking off fucking going and telling fucking people all our problems, right? No. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go to sleep with her and I'm gonna wake up with her. It's just plain and simple. You know, you work your shit out together. I mean, if you're mad, then hey, relax and talk it out later. It's that plain and simple. I mean, I don't know what she thinks.
Same thing. We've always talked about that. Don't run to social media either to tell your problems. When at the end of the day, you're going to be over here humping, you know, or doing whatever it is that you do with your
You're still going to have my pee-pee in your mouth. I mean...
Yeah. Yeah. No, but, yeah. I think you explained it right. We obviously argue. We have more... What goes on with us is that we hold, you know, like our anger in. So when we're ready to argue, we make like this.
We blow up on each other.
And then like 5 minutes later, it's like
some good sex, and that's it.
Or we start cracking up.
Or
we're like, did we really blow up on each other?
Yeah.
So.
Or one thing too is date nights. You know, you go have a little date night.
That's our next one. Look, you're always ahead of the game.
No more.
Okay. How do you... Okay. How do you keep the romance going after being caught up with kids, school, and work?
Day nights.
Day nights.
You go on day nights, have fun, you know, go out to eat, you know, afterwards, you know, compliment her, like, hey, damn, I like your areolas tonight, you know. I mean, you guys gotta keep things just... I don't know, like, I like to wake up in the morning, I like to tell her, you know, she looks beautiful. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing the same thing I did when I was chasing after her. Remind her that she's pretty, and maybe get something out of it. But let's see what happens.
Oh God. Yeah. All you have to do is
Yeah.
call my mom and be like, "¿Pueden mirar los niños?" And she never says no.
No.
So-
You want to watch the kids and that? Your daughter needs some D. No.
See me happy. My mom's probably watching this.
To the seat.
Need some right now? All right.
That's our last
guys.
question?
Yeah, that was our last question.
Well, that's
Remind each other that you love each other. Remind each other
Yes.
about
like
the reasons why you fell in love with each other. Don't let that spark go away, because I feel like as soon as you let that spark go away, you start losing each other. Or as soon as you start putting your focus on something else, like let's just say I get caught up too much with the kids, or I don't even want to leave them, you know. So I feel like, or he gets caught up too much with work. I feel like you have to make time for what's important, and that's us.
it's like one thing I know that for sure, if I stop doing, she'll know right away if something's wrong. Is if I stop telling her I love her, because I tell her I love her like what?
He tells me he loves me more than I tell him.
Pretty much like every second of the day, I always tell her I love her. So if I stop doing that, then she knows something's wrong. Well, so that's our little.
This
what is
wraps
it?
up our Q&A.
Okay, so anyway,
Stay tuned.
for our next video,
Stay
which
tuned for our next
hopefully she'll upload this one today.
video. This one won't. It's already 8 in the night.
You can still upload it.
Okay, we'll try.
Okay, I hope you.
Because he doesn't do the editing.
I know. That's her job. Shit.
With school and everything on top of me, that's her job.
Anyways, don't forget to
Like, comment,
comment,
share,
Share.
and subscribe.
Bye.
We'll be back with more videos.
say bye.